This is my Slim Girl BBL journey, share 36 months post-op. I'm using a microphone because I live right next to a highway. I want you to be able to hear me. All right, so we're gonna go over 6 things today. We're gonna go over the why, what made me wanna get surgery, the virtual appointment, including the doctor, the practice, and the noted fat harvest areas, leading up to surgery day, actual surgery day, scale of 1 to 10 of the pain, in my opinion. And then finally, I will show you guys what it's looking like 3 years later. So why did I want to get a BBL? I was recording myself dancing, as I always have done for years. But this one particular night, I was looking at the playback and I just wasn't feeling the angle that I was looking at. Like, I was like, that's what my butt looks like from the back. Like, I'm not feeling that. So immediately I started Googling BBL doctors. Then it turned spiritual, but that's another topic for another day. All right, so the virtual appointment and the doctor and the practice and the noted fat harvest areas. So I had to send in photos of what I look like at the moment. This is the doctor that did it, where he practices, and the noted fat harvest areas that he said he was going to pull from. Leading up to the surgery day, I was starting at about 164 weight-wise. So I wanted to, and I had about 4 months interim until the actual day of surgery. So I made sure to eat as much as I could and gain as much weight as I could so that I got a bang for my buck as much as I could. It was successful. I gained about 15 pounds. And then I was getting the items ready that I was going to need for surgery day. And I'll share those with you right now. I don't have the P cup, but it looks like this. And you're gonna need this all the time because you're gonna always have on a surgical garment. You're not gonna wanna take this garment off, it's a P. So it has a hole in the bottom, like a cutout area in your crotch that allows you to just stand up, and you just put the little P cup there and boom, handle your business. And you're also going to need something like this. And you're gonna sit this on the toilet. It's gonna keep you nice and elevated for when you have to go number 2, so that you don't compromise putting pressure and weight on your tush. This is also gonna be your best friend. Now, off the toilet, if you get tired and wanna sit, there's a lot of seats on the market. And so I purchased this, but to be honest, it really didn't help me at all. I really didn't even use it while I was healing, because once you put your weight on this little foam seat, it's just gonna flatten out, and like, I don't see the point of it. So I was a little mad at that, but it actually inspired me to make a seat for people recovering from their BBL. I didn't get to use it when I was recovering because I was too busy recovering, but the thoughts were turning in my head, and it was like, what can I use, or what material will allow me to stay elevated so that when I put my weight on it, it doesn't go down. So it was like wheels was turning in my head, and I'm just gonna show y'all what I came up with that you could purchase for yourself if you're getting a BBL. So it's gonna come like this, in this packaging, and you're gonna have to blow it up yourself. It's called Inflate a Booty. I'll put it up here. There's a website, inflateabooty.com. Get you the seat. It's gonna be your best friend, because I wanted to sit down so bad and you just couldn't. So I was standing my entire healing time, or leaning on a table. There was just no way I was gonna compromise anything by sitting. So I needed this badly, but I did not have this when I was healing. Like, it's really what life's about. I wish I would have had it while I was healing, because look, if I wanted to be on a computer or watch TV, like, so that's Inflate a Booty. Oh, boom, I'm sorry. A garment. I don't have a special garment in mind because I really didn't like the one I bought. It felt like down in the abdominal, the lower abdominal area. It could have been constructed better. Like, it just wasn't giving the compression I wanted in a certain area. So the garments need work, but you're gonna need a garment. You're gonna need a garment board. You're gonna need foam. You're also gonna get a list of things that your doctor's office will give you to buy, like surgical socks, compression socks, like pads that you're gonna need to lay on because you won't be bleeding. But these are all things you could buy at a pharmacy, so you don't have to worry about that too much before your surgery. These are things you could get like right the day before. So surgery day and an in-person inspection. When I was standing in front of the doctor, he was like, oh wow, you really don't have a lot of fat to like give in your stomach area. And it was making me so uncomfortable. I was like, oh my God, I did not just fly all the way to Florida for him to tell me my little butt lift's gonna be booty, you know? No pun intended. But like, I was so sad, like, So then he was like, all right, so we're gonna have to pull from, and he added on areas that they was gonna harvest fat from the day of the surgery. So like I said, initially it was just gonna be the abdomen and the back flanks. He added the arms and the thighs. I also explained to him the look I wanted. I wanted something with projection. I didn't really care about like fullness in the cheeks because I felt as though I was working with a little something before the surgery anyway. So I really made it clear, like, I want projection, like, that's what I want. And he was accommodating. I believe that's what he did, and I'm happy with my surgery. Now, scale of 1 to 10, in my opinion, the pain level. It's a hard 10. It's a very hard 10. It was probably the worst recovery, like surgical recovery in the book. I had a tummy tuck maybe like 11, 12 years ago now, after I had my twins. That was pretty bad, but the BBL was like 10,000 times worse. What else did I have? I had a hernia repair the same day as the tummy tuck surgery because my twins, but like they just botched me up inside. So the point is, it's a 10. All right, so we're gonna get at the show and tell portion where I'll stand up and I'll show you what it's looking like 3 years later. I'm looking out the window because there's neighbors across the highway, and one time they was shining a green laser light through my window. So I always feel like somebody's watching me. But yeah, there you go. 36 months post-op, 3 years later. If you have any questions that I didn't cover, you can DM me or leave it in the comments. And most importantly, Godspeed.